Shalom, shalom. All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Kodash. I want to give double honors to our apostles, the elder bishops, and great millstone, and the elder high priests taught them as well. All right, peace and blessings, shalom to the Most High's hopeful elect across the four corners of the earth. I'm the brother Yagadal Lamar from GMS Houston. All right, I had a quick hit I want to go into this morning. All right, based off some of the other brothers here in Dallas speaking last night on the block. All right, going into Revelation 2 and 10. Okay, and because this is something that we're going to have to face. This is the reality of what we signed up for. Okay, and now we're seeing the realistic fruition of it. Okay, so Lord willing us be edified. All right, but this is Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10 in the NLT. It says, "Don't be afraid of what ye are about to suffer." Now, in Sirach, the second chapter, what was stated, man. Okay, if you come to serve me, prepare yourself for temptations. Okay, scriptures talk about manifold temptations. Okay, all right, that's gonna be approaching the highest level of temptation that we're gonna have to face as a test in this flesh. Okay, is when ain't no more liberty moving about. All right, you are public enemy number one. All right, your face is plastered here and there. All right, all over the place. People are recognizing you. Just like all right, these Christians, they want to latch on to the title of a Christian. All right, but when the title Christian first was being spoken, all right, it wasn't in a good light. Okay, all right, it was to identify you one of them troublemakers that's following Yahweh Shai. So that's what's gonna happen. Nothing is new under the sun. The same thing's gonna happen. All right, you gotta understand when they come for us, society's not gonna be normal. All right, people are gonna be on edge. There's gonna be some drastic situations to where everybody always wants somebody to blame. All right, the prophets are gonna be to blame. Okay, all right, but let's read on. All right, it says, I'll start from the top again. It says, "Don't be afraid of what you are about to suffer. Not might be what you're about to suffer. It's guaranteed we're about to suffer something. All right, far beyond what we can imagine. We can talk about it till we blue in the face. All right." We can bring out all the precepts, but the only thing going to prepare you is if you're of the elect. So what does that mean? You have to have faith, which is going to drive you to be in the right action. Okay. All right. To be of the hopeful elect. Preparing for the time to where, okay, all I got is my faith now. All I got is my fear in Yahweh Shai Shai. All right. To strengthen me through this test. All right. But let's read on. It's going to get more specific. It says, excuse me, I'm a little under the weather. It says, the devil will throw some of you into prison to test you. Okay? When you go into Sirach, the second chapter, all right, it goes into the mind of the elites, all right, coming after the ones that claim to be the children of the Most High. All right, and more specifically, the ones that boast that they are the prophets. They're the ones that the Lord is dealing with, the ones that's out exposing you fucking devils. All right, calling you counterfeits. All right, calling you out for all your wickedness. All right, announcing your judgment as heralds of Yahweh Shai. Okay, so it's gonna come a point where they're gonna when they come for us, it's gonna be a test. But this is a test by the Most High. We have to keep that in mind that everything is spiritual, man. Okay, the little asshole on your job just working your nerves when your woman turns into a demon. Okay, because you got to think what's gonna happen for you to get thrown in prison. Somebody might turn your ass in. Might be the woman you land with. Might be a family member. Your neighbor. All right, digga. That's why I said society's not gonna be normal. People are gonna want the ones that's being blamed for what's going on. They're gonna want them off the street. All right. I was laughing, listening to the brothers last night, speaking about how you always had it'd be your mama telling you, oh, they just want to talk to you. They just got some questions. All right, it's a high percentage of Israelite men sitting in prison because they took heed to their mother's advice, and now their ass is sitting in jail for the rest of their life. All right, not saying they was innocent, but just saying, hey, your mother might be the first one to flip on you. All right. And I told you to get out of that madness. Now look what you done got yourself into. All right. But it says the devil will throw some of you into prison to test you. You will suffer for 10 days, and that's not an actual 10 days, man. All right. We don't know exactly. It could be different for different brothers, man. Okay. But now we're seeing the fruition of this. We're seeing how, okay, no, this shit's real. Israelites are getting snatched off the street, legal or illegal. They're getting harassed. Okay, just like in the time of the Roman Empire, man, when Nero was in rulership. Okay, it says, but if you refrain faithfully, even when facing death, this is what we signed up for. Strive for the truth until death. All right. Some of us are set to be martyrs for Yahushua. But if you die in faith, we have the accounts. We got the records of the men, all right, who died in faith. Okay, they're gonna receive their reward. All right, majority of them are back today, getting ready to receive their reward, man. Okay, because they done what they had to do, and they're gonna do it again in this time. All right. It says, "I will give you the crown of life." So this is the last test. This MOTB is the last test that this devil has, the biggest magic trick he has left. Okay, and this is the last test from the Heavenly Father to see who's gonna bow and worship me, and have faith in me, and trust in my protection. Okay, my judgment, and who's gonna fear this carnal fucking devil, man. Okay? So we can't be surprised when our faces are plastered on the news, or when you getting called in HR and they telling you they got to let you go because of outside reasons. Okay? So we have to prepare ourselves because that's when we're going to get the biggest test of our life. That's when we're going to see what the fuck we made of. All right? If we you got all the precepts in the world right now. Okay? You got chicken on your breath and wine waiting on you. All right, but when the situation gets drastic, okay, that's when our faith is gonna kick in. That's when Isaiah 33:6 is gonna kick in. Okay, so hey, prepare. All right, these other camps they're not preparing. They're not preparing. They're playing fucking games. They're not prepping the flock. All right, so they're gonna receive destruction, and the ones that don't get from under that, they're gonna go right into the ditch with them, man. Okay, while the men of the Lord are looking to the future. Prophets, all right, looking for the future of what? Like to go on a vacation? No, the future to see how much sooner, all right, can the judgment of the Lord come on this place, man? Okay, but within that, we have to get tested to prove ourselves, man. So that's it for this lesson. All right, Yahweh Shem Shai willing it was edifying. All right, once again, giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Ash. All right, the one of our apostles, our bishops, a great millstone. And the elder high priest who taught them as well. Peace and blessings. Shalom to the most highs. Hopefully elect across the four corners of the earth. Keep fighting, keep pushing. We almost out of here.